This is just a brief look at a picked side, 6 rows that have been picked, and the other side hasn't been picked. I get a lot of people commenting about how much of crop loss they have in cotton, that there's so much waste. Well, I mean, you can look and see, yeah, there's a lot of cotton on that on the right. And what's been picked, yes, they are. There is a little bit down on the ground. And in every crop, no matter if it's corn, soybeans, there's an acceptable amount of crop loss. You're not going to get every kernel. And with cotton, it is worse. But cotton, you also see the yield loss from a distance. On a cornfield or soybean field, from a distance, you can't tell if there's any crop loss out there or not, because you can't see the soybean seed or the corn kernels on the ground from a distance. Cotton, you can, so it looks a lot worse than what it actually is. This right here looks like it is picking very nicely compared to some I've seen. I have seen it to where the ground is solid white up under it after they finish, and a lot of it's got to do with the condition of the cotton picker itself, the spindles and how it's set up, how fast they're traveling across the field, and the variety itself. Some varieties just don't hold into the bowl as well as others, but more of it that I've seen is dependent on the weather. If you get the way this cotton is defoliated right now and the bowls are all open, if you get some wind, 40-something miles an hour or something come through here, a really, really heavy rain, torrential rain, it will knock a lot of this cotton on the ground. And you can't get it back up. Once it's on the ground, it is done. And the cotton from last year, I had a lot of people comment about Scott Farms disking in their cotton crop. Say, oh, it's just an insurance claim. They're just making money off of insurance and subsidies and crap like that. That cotton couldn't be harvested. Most of the farmers tried to harvest cotton after the hurricane, but that cotton had gotten wet so many times and stayed wet that it was basically rotten. And when they put it into modules, the cotton gins wouldn't accept it. I mean, and I've seen some of the modules that were made with it, and within 3 weeks of them sitting out in the field, there was a mold line on the cotton where you could just see where they were just rotting from the ground up. And so they had to harrow that cotton in. There was nothing else they could do with it. And most of the people that were commenting about that were non-farmers that don't know a damn thing about farming to begin with, and especially growing cotton. And I'm not an expert on growing cotton by no means, but I do know a little bit about it. I've been around it the last 20, 30 years of my life. I never seen a dang piece of a cotton stalk until I was probably 12 or 13 years old, because they didn't grow it around here anymore. And back in the middle 80s, it finally caught fire again, and people actually started growing it in this area. I love to see it grow. It's a pretty plant. Especially when that's all been defoliated and the bowls are all open and it's snow white across the field, that's pretty to me. And I'm not going to be able to continue filming where I'm at because I am not going to get in their way.